Hey guys, Kev here, and I wanted to show you this Trivisa. This is the ARAE, the or Arae, I'm not sure. They reached out to me on Instagram, were like, hey, would you want to check out our knives? And I was like, maybe, they showed me a picture of the knife. And I noticed it had a backlock. And I was instantly intrigued because at first, I looked at the picture and I was like, G10, probably 14C, 28N, that's what this is. $50 knife, pretty standard stuff. I've seen a lot of those knives over the years, but I saw the backlock and was like, sure, I'll check it out. And it's pretty cool. I just unboxed it a minute ago, but I accidentally doxed myself during the video, so I am redoing it. It's got a unique look, the design is unique for sure. One thing I find interesting is the filler tab and the clip hang over the back of the scale. So if I zoom in, you can see, or zoom out, right here, you can see it hangs over. It's kind of weird, right? But I guess that's because the clip does that as well. Oh, the clip, yeah, just slightly. So I guess the filler tab had to. Very interesting. It doesn't affect anything in hand, so just an aesthetic thing that's a little odd to me. But the clip's reversible, which is cool. It's got some weight to it because it's a backlock, I guess. That's not really a good reason to. No, there is milling in there. It's just, I guess, thick, and it's steel, so that can add some weight. And you do have a steel, full lock bar. Now you can't one-hand it, which is kind of unfortunate. You can't do this because it just has too much to overcome here. So no matter as far as I push this, right, it's all the way in. I still can't clear this without pushing the blade down. Now that could be considered a safety thing, but the cool thing about that, because there's such a long arc there, you can easily flick this knife out, which is cool. I think a lot of you guys would like that because one of the downsides for backlocks is, well, you can't fidget with them too well. Well, you can flick this one pretty easy. And I think someone with good reverse flicking skills could get it to reverse flick nice. It's a little harder for me. Maybe if I reverse the clip. But, yeah, I just can't get the same kind of drive on it that I can with my thumbs. Probably need, oh, there we go. But, I mean, that was like a flick and a wrist flick at the same time, right? Let's see if I can do it without the wrist flick. See if I can do it with the wrist flick. Yeah, so you got to get it like the right spot, flick at the right time. We need Thunder Thumbs over here, Backpack B, to help us, but I have no problem with the thumb flick. That works easy. So you have a PVD coating on here, flat grind, decent stock, not thin, not thick, just standard, good studs. I mean, it's a pretty solid knife overall. $52. They did ask me if I wanted to sign up for their affiliate program. I usually wait until I've checked out a couple knives, make sure I really like the brand, really like the construction and everything. I could definitely recommend this. I can put the link down below. It's not an affiliate link or anything. But for $52, this is definitely recommendable, assuming their QC is good, which I think it is because there was a little QC card. Oh, here it is. There's a little QC card in the box, so somebody checked this knife. There's a pamphlet. Those are always fun to read because usually there's some random stuff translated from Chinese in there. That's good. There's a little pouch, obviously the bag for the knife, and a cloth. So you get a decent amount of stuff. Packaging is pretty standard. You got foam, you got a lid, and you got a slip-on. Better material and craftsmanship. Better than what? I don't know. And I lied earlier. Or maybe I didn't say it in this video. Maybe I said it in the one I doxed myself on. But I said the name of the knife wasn't on there. There it is. Arae. TY27 BG14, baby. Made in China. Man, I didn't realize this was made in China. Just kidding. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about this knife other than it's pretty solid. And if you want to try a backlock, I would say a modern backlock. The only other backlock that I've tried that is as easy as this to flick is the Best Tectonic. That's a design from my business partner, Colin Mason-Pierre. And that one has a detent ball actually mounted inside the top of the spring here so that it feels like a real detent kind of when you flick it. This fires just as well as that, just does it a different way. I think it just has a long arc for the tang, and that's how it kind of creates enough tension, or the angle of the studs is just so good that the detent doesn't matter. I don't know, but it feels great to flick, thumb flick. Feels good in the hand too. You can choke up. It's not really a choil, but it is. Works great. Drop point blade, kind of almost like Benchmade Osborne look, right? 940 almost, or maybe to 945 more like. Size-wise, I did bust out the Native 5 just because I wanted to show you. Some guys probably don't even know what a backlock is. Backlock is kind of the, it was the next step in the evolution of the pocket knife after the slip joint. So you had the slip joint where you have a back spring, right? And then the tang kind of walks through that and then locks up straight. It doesn't lock up, but it, has a little bit of spring tension that keeps it open. Well, then they went and they made it lock up there. So now there's a little notch in it. When it opens up, it locks into it. So you can't actually close the knife without pushing this tab down. So now you have a locking knife. And I feel like they went out of style the last 10 years probably. They've been out of style. But it's a really cool system. And I've actually wanted to, Colin and I have been trying to design a good backlock that we could release. But it's tricky because I think they're hard to sell. I really do. So I'm curious how this is selling for Trivisa. You guys let me know if you picked one up, if you're planning to, etc. I'd be curious. I think for $52, if you're backlock curious, this is definitely a good option for you to check out. Be a good EDC, be safe. Maybe if you want to get a knife for your kid or something. It's actually a pretty solid offering. Good lockup, but you basically have to two-hand it. You can just disengage it like this. And no, you can't, because it locks right back up. You cannot push this in far enough to close it. Maybe with enough shaking I could. I don't want to cut myself. But there's a decent amount of material still to clear once. So definitely a safe knife. Two-hand close knife. So yeah, I think it's cool. The Air. It's got loop over deep carry clip, kind of like on the F5.5. Not very deep. The clip's deep carry, but there's this much space there. I also noticed the blade does not go to the end of the handle. You can see it ends like right there. So you have a decent amount of space left over, but nothing crazy. Lanyard hole. Solid knife. Shout out to Trivisa. Thank you for sending this my way. I would like to check out some of your other stuff. Maybe if you have more premium stuff, that would be of interest to me. But I appreciate you sending this one my way. I will throw this into my pass around group for anybody who wants to check it out. And yeah, I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.